Stunning visuals of stunning Caribbean people. The inaugural Caribbean Film Festival is running from June 11th to the 15th. And this morning, founder of the Caribbean Film Festival, Asha Lovelace, joins us here on The Now. Good morning and welcome, Asha.
Good morning.
Welcome home, technically, because TDD likes to tell our stories, and I imagine that that was part of the idea or concept for the Caribbean Film Festival. It's also on screen. You tell me, though, what was the idea that spurred or sparked this concept?
Absolutely. Yes, it definitely comes from the desire to see more of ourselves on screen. So we started, the team that has produced this festival is the same team that did the Africa TT Film Festival for 10 years. And then we decided to kind of evolve into this space. We have always been centered around developing Caribbean film and ultimately wanting to see more productions come out of the region. And we felt that this was, a good time to really jump into the Caribbean Film Festival and really make this the center of everything Caribbean film.
Love that for us. It means, though, that the selections that we are seeing featured in this festival are either featuring actors of Caribbean origins, or producers, or a combination of both. How do we select them?
It is a combination of both. So it's any Caribbean content. It could be made in the Caribbean, about the Caribbean, for the Caribbean, by the Caribbean, so on. We don't have really strict rules in terms of if the producer director is from the Caribbean and so on. But once it resonates with the Caribbean audience, we feel that it's a good fit for the festival.
That means that could be a lot of films.
Yes.
And that means that we need a lot of time. So if it makes sense, from the 11th to the 15th, we are heading to Cinemas 1, right? One Woodbrook Place?
Yep. So all of the film screenings will take place at Cinema 1 between the IMAX cinema and the 4DX. We also have a strong industry program, also at Cinema 1 at the Gemstone Theatres. And a few external events. One would be industry mixer at the Bricks Rooftop. Bricks is our official hotel partner. And of course, our Fever party at Calabash. So it's an exciting week ahead.
Like we say, Fever party, like it's a small deal, but the difference between the mixer and Fever is one is more networking and the other one is just a fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I love that for us. After all our hard work, we get to release.
Yeah, and I mean, a big part of the festival, too, is to have all of these kind of periphery events as well. So it becomes not just about looking at films or networking or, participating in the industry program, but also about celebrating who we are and celebrating how we like to celebrate.
That is a valid point, because nobody does it like Caribbean people. When we reach the party start,
correct.
And you are starting with a grand opening night. Tell me about that date, because that could be one part of your festival that people attend regardless of who they are.
Yeah, so the opening night is June 11th, Wednesday, June 11th at the IMAX cinema. The film is a really phenomenal film from Guadeloupe. The director, Nelson Foix. This is his first feature-length film called Zion. It started off as a short, and then he made it into a feature. And when I saw this film, I really felt like this had to be our opening night film, because it really showed everything that we want to show with the festival, which is the potential of the Caribbean film, the capacity that we have to create a high quality product like this particular film in terms of the writing, the production quality, and so on. So it really is, I think, the best film that we could have selected to kick off this festival.
Now, when you talk about capacity, it is oftentimes the being of our existence. We do have the equipment, we do have enough people, we do have the skill, we do have the development. I imagine with the know-how from that 10 years of the African film, we are going to see developments and opportunities to develop that capacity. What can we look forward to outside of the film festival itself that helps to develop that capacity?
That's a very good question. I mean, I think that we are feeling that the more we put this forward, the more we are all, in terms of all of us in the region, going to recognize the value of Caribbean film and the value of us investing in Caribbean film, so that we can actually have enough and more stories coming out, So we are hoping that with, continuously building upon in terms of of providing training and all of the education around it, bringing in new generations of filmmakers, really kind of being in your face in a sense that there will be some notice taken and that we would be able to get the level of support that we need to really push the film industry forward. It's not, I mean, film is not something that you do on your own. Film is not something that you could do also on your own ticket most of the times. It's costly. It's a collaborative effort. You need to have a team in place, and you need to at least be able to feed your team, if you're shooting something. So really and truly, the industry needs that kind of recognition and support to say, well, yeah, we really need to see the value of this so that we could continue supporting it and making films.
Well, there are a few ways we could support it, because in terms of that opening night, there are different types of, or different tiers of entry, I guess. I'm seeing all access plus a festival bundle. So that one night is one thing, but we have the whole festival to take care of. Tell me the different options we have.
Right. We have a few options.
She's like, I can't remember all of this.
Correct.
You have a lot going on. That's fine.
So what we did, we really wanted to make this festival accessible to everyone. Right. So we have the opening night, yes, and we have people who are interested in all of the master classes, the panels, the workshops, and so on. This would be, film students, emerging filmmakers, and so on. We also have, just people who love film.
Right.
So we have the film lovers pass, we have the industry pass, we have the all access, that's everybody wants to do everything.
Okay.
And all of that information is on our website, and some of them include the opening night, which we have sold out actually, and
really?
at capacity with that, so that's really exciting. But yeah, so we have quite a huge offering in terms of getting a real good deal to come and see all of these films.
How many films are we actually?
We have over 65 films.
That's a lot. And you definitely want to make the most, because you have different times and different cinemas that you could go to. Absolutely. In the Woodbrook space. And in terms of the future, though, I know it's the inaugural one, but you're always going to look to the future and you want to do more. When or what next can we expect?
The big picture for this festival is that it's able to move. Yes, it will be rooted in Trinidad, but we want this festival to be able to move to other territories in the region, and really so that they can add their influence as well, and really feel like it's a regional effort, so that it could be a festival somewhere in Grenada, wherever, St. Vincent, that we collaborate with, or we just, give our offering and work with people on the ground in whatever parts to kind of build this as a regional effort.
That I can get behind, because as you say, you're featuring films somewhere across the region, why not take it to them as well? Well, we could head to islandetickets.com to make sure that we get those tickets, whether it is the all access pass, the festival bundle, or the industry insider. I like these names, make me feel special. Film lovers also have a special option as well, and it's all about making sure that you are part of getting your stories told. Now, one of these stories that I've been telling all week has probably nothing to do with any of the sections you had. It's been football. And I'm wondering, in terms of the persons who may not necessarily care for or focus on the Caribbean-centric stories, sport is a way that we do that. We unite, we get excited, we party with sport as well. Are there any sorts of selections in there for the sport lover or the person who's aspiring towards that end?
Absolutely.
The selection is wide, huh?
We have a fantastic coming-of-age film called Call Me Panza. It's from Panama. And it's about a young guy, passionate about football. His mother is not too keen on the idea for him because she doesn't think it's going to take him anywhere far. And he goes and he perseveres, and eventually he becomes a football star. And it's based on a true story. So yeah, we have programming for every taste.
I skimmed through and I saw it and I was like, yep, they checked us all the boxes. I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to, of course, opening night, because you get to dress up and be fancy, but the festival itself. Any other partners, apart from Bricks that you mentioned, that may have made this possible as well?
Absolutely. Caribbean Airlines is our official airline partner. We have Courts on board, Kalu's Autos. We have Ricky Ragunanan to help us with all of our needs to set up our lounge at the One Woodbrook Place. Yeah, we have the IDB on board as well. We have quite a few sponsors that have really, bought into the vision and have made this possible. So we're really grateful for them.
Truly a beautiful collaborative effort and the fruits of your labor. Congratulations in advance, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
The 11th to the 15th, mark your calendars. We are heading to the IMAX Theatre so we can be part of the Caribbean Film Festival. Guys, we've got one more thing you want to add to your calendar when we get back after these messages on the Now Morning Show. Stick around.
Of the Caribbean.